Good evening, guys and gals, ladies. It is sunset time. The day has almost expired. And what have I done all day? But we have taken it easy today. And no, I'm not sore. And actually, I haven't.
I'm not either.
Okay, Tony Frederickson asked. She says, like, I wonder if you guys are sore. And I was like, no, I'm fine.
My knee joints were a little sore yesterday. And I was worried that they were going to be sore, but they're totally fine.
Nice. Yeah, I'm totally fine. That's why I sat where I sat, and I thought that I could, which I did, think that I could do that yesterday, because I've got, like, quads of, like, freaking steel, man. If you were to, like, to eat me, like, if you, no, hold on. Yeah, if you were to, like, barbecue me and eat me, stringy meat, man. Stringy meat.
Well, you would be just a tough,
tough
carcass to eat anyway, because
you'd have to stew me.
You'd be like Karen, put you in a stew pot.
You're talking about Karen the chicken, right?
Yeah.
Okay. not your average Karen walking down the street. No. I'm sure that she's probably chewy too.
All right. For that.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going. Anyway, it is the evening. Look at the garden, guys. The garden has just like
control. It's like a
it's
out of control jungle out here.
It's so beautiful, though. I mean, look, the stalk on that sunflower is like 6 inches in circumference. And the beans are crazy. We have pumpkins all over the place. We have pumpkins we don't even know about.
Yeah, we have pumpkins. I didn't actually mean pumpkins and tomato plants.
Yeah,
all over the place that
like,
I didn't put in the garden. They've just volunteered themselves.
The two big tomatoes. We don't have big tomatoes. We've never purchased big tomatoes, and yet we have volunteer tomatoes of the larger variety.
So basically, my compost didn't get hot enough and kill seeds, I guess. But I don't have like a bunch of weeds coming up. It's just...
You don't have a hot compost.
No.
Phoenix has a friend over right now. And, yeah, I've actually been working and doing, like, you know, that type of stuff. Paperwork and stuff.
Paperwork and things that you've needed to attend to that involve sitting your ass at the desk that you don't normally get the opportunity to do during the week. So it's been good.
Yeah.
Is that our dog barking?
No, not some neighbors. I did have a cancellation today, so that kind of sucked because, as you can tell, I've taken a lot of time off, and it's like, I was expecting to have this really nice job today, and yesterday he canceled, and I'm like, oh. All right, going to make the best of it and get done the stuff that I haven't been able to get done. So that's what I've been doing today. So what we should do is we should sit down later and do a nice long COC and answer with Phoenix and answer everybody's questions and talk to everybody, and because we've been kind of antisocial the last couple of days because we've been busy. We've been doing all the things. Oh. Ooh.
What the hell?
Oh.
It's like a disaster in here.
That was close. It could have cracked the glass.
Mind you, I wouldn't be.
Ooh, wetness.
I wouldn't be upset with that because I've told you that I'd rather have a piece of wood in that than that piece of glass.
Well, one day that glass is going to go. I'm glad it didn't do it right then.
It's the nasty kind that would make huge shards in every direction.
And we have wet towels on the couch, so I want to go get.
Lovely.
Yeah, I want to go get Phoenix out here to correct that situation. So,
Last time too, didn't I?
I'm not sure if you burnt the crust last time or not. Angie's making pizzas. So delicious. That's not burnt. That's just a little. That's just tanned. Yeah. Oh darn! Too much cheese. There's never enough cheese. Have I already asked that on the vlog? I don't think that I have I?
What?
Maybe I have asked this.
Cheese?
No. I don't know anybody that doesn't like cheese. I know some people that can't have cheese, but I don't know of anybody that doesn't like cheese.
Don't trust anybody that doesn't like cheese.
Don't trust anybody that doesn't like cheese.
Even people who can't have cheese like cheese.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see? That's my point. And in case anybody's wondering, that's Angie's notification on her cell phone. That's why we were like, what were we? Oh yeah. Both times, I think. No, not in the plane. Yes, in the plane while we were sitting there waiting.
Oh yeah, it went off then too.
Yeah, it went off a couple times. I'm sure people are like looking around like, what was that? Oh, see? See, more...
Cheese on cheese on cheese.
on cheese. Yummy. Okay, so we haven't engaged with you guys for a while. I know, I'm sorry, we've been busy. COC, here we go. The last 2 nights, so like the ones that like really mattered, right? So, first of all, common question, are we sore from yesterday? No?
You sore? No.
You sore, bro?
Nope.
Okay, no. Nobody's sore. Your airplane ride. Was that amazing or what?
That was amazing.
What did you think about yesterday, though?
That was really fun, too.
Was it? Okay, good. I think that we had said yesterday that we had wanted to do the rail cars before the flight, because that would have made more sense. But it didn't work out that way. But that's okay. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself, because it's all about making memories for you.
Yeah.
And it was fun for us, too. But it's a family thing. Okay, so we're going to try and, like, speed through these. Bren first. Mr. Broth. Oh, no! A plane ride! You can't surprise me with this. I can't eat anything for at least 12 hours before the flight. I have very bad motion sickness.
Oh no.
I was in charge of the barf bags. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. If you didn't, go back and read it or listen to it again.
I was worried I was going to need to ask you for one because I haven't actually ever physically gotten sick on a plane, but I have definitely felt like I was going to.
And that was the smallest plane you've ever been on, right?
This is the smallest. I think the smallest one I had been on previous to this was the plane that I took from Canada down to Seattle during COVID to live here.
And that was like a jet prop, I think.
It's just a tiny little thing with props on each wing.
Not Madonna. I have taken tiny planes before when my dad and I went to Alaska and back, so I've been on 4 bush planes. This flight here, very smooth, except for the landing and the takeoff, especially on the water. I've never landed on water before, and that was a new experience. And like Phoenix said, it was like... like he said, it was like landing on concrete. It was crazy. Tony Frederickson, hey Phoenix, what's the best thing that you did this summer?
There's 3 things. Yesterday, going on that 13-mile long rail car, going into the small plane, and starting to collect Pokemon cards.
There you go. Pandemic 270. Phoenix has a girlfriend now?
No! She is...
A friend that's a girl.
A friend that's a girl.
Bren, now that's awesome and definitely something not boring and definitely different. You can also tell Phoenix is Troy's kid. Did you say surprise? Great memories for all of you, says JBB3 Design. Mr. Brot, what a cool surprise for Phoenix. My first plane ride when I was 19, when I joined the Army. Almost crapped my pants. Ben Massey, awesome family day. I flew around a glacier in Alaska on a similar float plane.
Nice.
Ooh, neat. Sean Clonch, next time just fly out of American Lake. We had wanted to, or I had thought about it rather, but that would have been a very short ride, and it wasn't said, but I think we couldn't go like to this lake and this lake and this lake, although maybe we could have, I don't know. But yeah, maybe next time. But I wanted to give him the experience of going to Seattle to see things from the air that he's familiar with and has been to before, like the Space Needle. That's kind of neat. Mani, that was an amazingly wonderful experience and memory for Phoenix and Ariana. One they will be able to cherish for a very long time. For Troy and Angie also, thanks for taking us along for the ride. I've been in a helicopter and a submarine, but not on a float plane. I'll have to add that to my bucket list.
That's neat.
We're going to have to add those to our bucket list.
You have to go on a submarine.
Helicopter.
Wow.
I didn't even know you could go on a submarine publicly.
I don't know if you can or not publicly. We'll have to look into that. Joe Bulletin. Best adventure is flying in a small plane and landing on water. Many years back, we went to Sea Cove outside of Prince Rupert to Port Simpson, landed on water, visited for an hour, then flew back to Prince Robert. Both landing and takeoffs were exceptional, and to this day, I can still remember all very well. This is over 45 years ago. Guess it's time for a return. Timtown9166. That was so cool. Phoenix and his friend were you say Trey's cute, 3 times cute. Josh,
cute.
huh?
Very cute. Trey cute.
Very cute, maybe, yeah. Josh Bryant, wow, Phoenix will remember that forever. I want to ride in a float plane. I flew in my first helicopter at that airport. That's another thing we want to add to the list. Was a 3-seater glass bubble type without doors. Can you imagine flying on a helicopter without doors?
How do you get in?
Oh, you climb in, you put your seatbelt on, and then there are no doors.
No, how do you get into it?
You climb into it.
Where?
Well, there's no doors.
So where do you climb in?
The seat. Okay.
The window?
Yes, the window.
The top?
No.
So,
It was a
like
3-seater glass bubble type without doors. I'll show you a picture of it later. I was 11 and didn't realize how scary it was going to be when the pilot said he did stunt flying for the movies. Roller coaster in the sky and buzzing the treetops and water. But I didn't puke. Oh, that's good.
Wow.
I probably would have. Van Nile NSX, while that was an awesome experience for Phoenix, my favorite part of the vlog was when he and Ariana were holding hands on takeoff. I have spent my entire career working with many different aircraft, but I've never flown on a float plane. Mom commented.
What?
I know.
Grandma?
Yeah. What an exciting way to spend such a fun-filled day with your best friend and loving family. Aww. Yay! Francis Royer, what a great surprise for Phoenix and his friend. I was smiling as much as you all were. Great memories for sure, Troy. Only GRT. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. Great job on the footage. How long was the flight time? It was about an hour, I think.
It was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes in the air, and then there was time on the runway and time getting oriented. And
there was a lot of time on the runway, and actually our pilot was telling us about the radio traffic, and he said, see how there's 2 guys there on the radio traffic? One of them was being trained, and the plane behind us actually was cleared to take off before we were. Yeah. Our pilot was like, what? And he says, oh, he's getting a talking to right now. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't hear the headsets.
Couldn't record what was going on because Troy was asking him all sorts of really cool questions, and the guy was answering everything, and we got like the backstory on the plane and
the plane was built in the 50s.
Yeah, early
right?
50s.
50s. That plane is 70-something years old. Beaver. And it had it up on the dash, the model or whatever, but it had been totally rebuilt and gone through in the 90s, I think he said. And just one piece of thing, to check the oil, you do it from the inside of the plane, because this type of plane was typically used in like Alaska and bush country and stuff, and people didn't want to get outside during the cold to check the oil, so you can check the oil from inside the plane. There's so many cool things. Halloweenford, by the way, it's awesome to see Phoenix with his little friend Ariana. Both of their reactions were so awesome. Let's see, Halloweenford, that looks fun and also scary to me. In Phoenix, you should try growing a mullet. Come on, I mean, I have one. They look pretty cool, at least in my opinion. I don't know Troy and Angie. What do you think? You've seen the outro I sent. You know, the mullet on you actually doesn't look bad. It actually looks pretty good. Marie Winton. The time that a mullet, in my opinion, doesn't look good is when you're going bald.
Yeah, then it's time to let it go.
Unless you're bald and you have a mullet, and then I apologize. I don't want to ever offend anybody. Marie Winton, that was really cool. I enjoyed seeing how excited and happy the kids both were, and the views were pretty darn epic. I'm trying to make you, like, unhold your breath.
Are you ticklish?
No, I'm not. Not tonight.
Your shorts are still wet.
That's disgusting. Him and Ariana were in the pool tonight. Looked like a really fun day for everyone. Caroline, Canadian gal, that was amazing. I loved all the big smiles you all had. I was smiling with you. I loved when Phoenix and Ariana held hands. So sweet. Making memories for sure. Vlog Soup. Matt and Laura. So jealous. It gives me anxiety and excites me to tears at the same time. It's something I've wanted to do since we've been here. I'm so glad you all had this adventure. This is like a super vlog. It was beautiful.
Maybe you guys and Matt and Laura should go one time.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Darth Anger, Troy knows a bunch about easy hair management. I know. Ever since I started shaving, or I don't shave my head. I just buzz it real like low.
Just shave it.
No, I don't want to bick it because I'm afraid of bleeding my head out. Well, no. Okay, so when I cut it, it makes it very easy to sit there and just go back, and I can usually do a pretty good job myself.
It looks like you need a brush. Your hair's tangled.
Well, yeah, I know. Anyway, if I were to use a blade on my head, then if I missed a section, that would be blatantly apparent. And long story. Okay, we're not talking about my hair. Joe Papanegan, what a fun time. Something you will all remember. When I was 10, I went on a float plane, took off from the lake. Oh no. As a joke, the pilot shut the engine off and said, "Oh no!" Scared the heck out of me. Oh my gosh.
You forgot a comment.
Rail fan Jason, wow, what a super fun day. Legit kinda jealous.
Wow.
Kinda jelly. Wow.
Legit.
Absolutely.
I like how you said legit.
So this is yesterday's vlog from yesterday. And we are not sore. I think we've already covered that. Yeah?
Yep.
Josh Bryant. So UPS says they deliver. UPS says that they delivered a package. UPS. Said that they delivered a package, so you should have something at the P.O. box. Yay! Thank you. I'll remember to check that probably Monday, I think. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Well, we'll see what happens. Mr. Bro. Oh, hey, I still win. Mon E, in the beginning, I was thinking that's my kind of hiking, but on the return, I wasn't so sure again. That was an awesome adventure for you guys, though. Something new of things that you accomplished. Great going. Another memory. So the trip was 13 miles. It was 6.5 miles there, obviously 6.5 back. Our destination wasn't really anything. It was just like kind of the end of how far. Potty. Yeah, there's a porta potty there.
But we could have kept on going.
No.
The rail kept going, but
the rail kept going.
In good shape past that.
It might not have been in good shape, or the property may not have been available or whatnot. Okay. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to get out and like go and look at the water stuff. There's like some really old cars that was in somebody's yard that we passed. That was like really neat.
In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
There were a few bridges.
Yeah, there were. There's one bridge that I passed and I didn't get the camera out soon enough. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to remember that on the way back. And on the way back, I was. So I forgot it on the way back too. So we didn't get the second bridge. But anyway, Just the Adventures, I've been thinking about doing that. They have one up near Mount Rainier now, I think somewhere between Eatonville and Elby. And that's funny because Ariana's mom was talking about that tonight too. Ben Massey, I've been to the Washington State Capitol. Awesome sauce, and what another great day outing. That was 2 great days in a row. Mr. Bro, that is so cool. Something I could have done 3 years ago. I could have done 3 years ago. I love riding bikes. Can't do it now. I didn't know this, or at least I don't think I knew this. Injured my knee during COVID and have to go under the knife, so to say. Going sometime at the end of November or early December. It's off season for concrete, so my boss won't be stressing out not having enough drivers. It's only about a 10 or 15 minute procedure, but he'll be unable to work for 6 weeks.
Wow.
1 week on crutches and 4 to 5 weeks in rehab, depending upon how fast he heals.
I do recall that he hurt his knee.
Okay.
But I don't know that we were told about the surgery necessarily. And if he did, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on, so. So I hope that everything turns out okay. So remind us when you get to that point or whatever, and let us know how things go. John 911, all those classic cars. Timtown 9166, another cool adventure. Murray Winton, oh neat. Pete and I were looking at doing the rail bikes in Northern California that go through the redwoods. The last time we were in that area, but we ran out of time. This looks like so much fun. Glad you all had this amazing adventure together. How long was the Vance Creek Rail Riders? How many miles? 13 round trip. And yeah, going through the redwoods, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Big old trees. Francis Royer, another great surprise for Phoenix. Way to go, Troy and Angie, for all you do for your son. It's about the memories. We love him very much. Tony Fredrickson, Vlog Time Continuum. Are your legs sore today?
Nope.
Surprisingly new. Halloween for okay, this looks really fun to me, more so than yesterday. I mean, the plane looked fun, but I'm also kind of scared of flying. So yeah, I mean, when I've had to be in a big plane like commercial airlines, those scare me. So I'll do them, but I don't like to, so to me this looks funner because I'm on the ground. Sometimes I feel the same way. Being on the ground on good old terra firma is sometimes really nice. Alright guys, hold on. A little while longer. Hold on. Hold on. Rail fan Jason, I'm curious about the history of that old rail line. Riding the rails is a great way to see things you'd never get to see any other way. It used to be, you can look it up, Vance, V-A-N-C-E. It was in yesterday's vlog. I actually put it in the title or the description. Vance Creek Rail Riders. Rail Riders is one word. And in their description, they actually give history, a little bit of history on what the tracks were used for. I'm pretty sure it was logging. Caroline, Canadian gal, another great surprise and adventure. I was exhausted just watching you guys. I would have taken the last car too, not knowing I would be the first on the way back. But you guys did it. Yippee, making memories.
There was actually a group that would have taken up 3 of the cars, and they had lots of kids with them. Mm-hmm. They looked like maybe they were tourists. Mm-hmm. They weren't speaking.
I think it was Ukrainian that they were speaking.
I'm not too sure what language it was, but they were like, "There's 3 of us. There's 3 groups of us. We want the last 3 cars." And the lady came up to them and said, "Actually, you guys should go up front because you've got little kids, and we just know from experience that you're gonna need to be up front and need some assistance."
Because they do. I think I said they do have pusher cars with batteries that are in the far back. So on the way back, when you're actually going up that 1 to 2% grade, they can help push from the back. So they want their strongest people up front, and that's what I've been trying to get at. Is like, I thought I was the strongest. Well, maybe the people behind us were stronger. So
but when we were in front
there was
of them,
4 of them.
Yeah.
There was only 3 of us. Remember what?
Remember when we were in front of them, we actually got a little further than them in some parts.
Yeah, we did.
So we were stronger.
For a little while.
For a while. And then we would pit her out, and then we'd be like, "Phoenix, we need your help," and then you would like power through and get us up a little bit.
And then like it was just us, the people behind us, and like, so this is us, this is the other people. All the other people were like way back here.
That made me feel good.
Yeah.
Daniel Guy, those aren't pillows. A week of planes, trains, and automobiles. I didn't understand the pillow part.
It's part of the movie, isn't it?
Oh! Van L NSX, wow, those pedal cars look like a lot of fun. I would definitely like to try it out. And Joe Poppenhagen, stiff the next morning. No. Nope. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. You have to brush your teeth and get to bed.
No, I don't.
Yes,
Good night, guys. See you tomorrow.
Yes, you do.
Good night. Say good night.